Hi, welcome to my Yoga Stretch Fusion standing only class. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Today's class is a fusion of ballet, Pilates, dynamic stretching, yoga, Tai Chi, all into one little class. Please make sure you exercise within your ability, and if you experience any difficulty, stop and seek a physician right away. All right, let's get started. Find a space, get a mat, get a chair if you need to for balance, and then meet me back here. And welcome back to Yoga Stretch Fusion standing only class. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart, toes are spread, palms open up as you're nice and tall through your spine, and then eyes gently close. Letting the shoulders roll down back towards your back pockets, ears lined up with your shoulders. Shoulders lined up with your hips, hips lined up with your knees, knees lined up with your ankles. Inhale, exhale. Letting everything go. Leave all your stress, all your worries at the door. Bring your hands together, center with your chest into Namaste. Inhale, exhale. Just feel the weight of your day just lifting away as it's just you left. Your mind, body, and spirit. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky as high as you can go, and exhale, push away. Good. Again. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Swan dive down, hinging from your hips. Bend your knees if you need to protect your back. And then inhale, reverse, lift with your upper back. Again, exhale. Inhale, reverse. Good, one more time, exhale. Inhale, coming up. Sitting into chair pose. Knees are straight forward and behind the toes. Inhale, up again. And exhale. Hips shifting back, chest stays forward. So I should be able to see a logo if you have a logo. Inhale, up. And exhale, back down. Good, again. And exhale. Staying here, bring your hands to your thighs, fingers and elbows are out. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. We're going to go into cat-cow. Tailbone under, chin is under. Arch the back. Make sure you keep your knees bent. And then into cow stretch. Inhale, tailbone out, chin is out. Again. One more time through. Rolling all the way up. And release. Go ahead and just swing those arms nice and gently, forward and back. You're going to add that chair pose. So as you swing those arms back down, you're going to sit and then swing forward. Shifting the hips back, chest stays forward, nice and loose. One more time, and release. Feet out wide, and lunge side to side. Toes are forward or slightly out, bending one knee, straightening the other. Feel it through the hips and the inner thigh. Inhale, and exhale. Hold into the right, and then hold to the left. Hold to the right again. and hold to the left. Come back in. Bring those arms up and around. You're going to tuck your tailbone so you're arching like the cat pose, and then you're going to open out wide. I'm going to turn a little bit. So sweep those arms up and over, and then open out wide. Feel it through the back, shoulders, and open to the chest. Again. One more time. And release. Feet back out wide again. Into a windmill, hands together, lifting up and then dropping down. Keeping the legs straight, reaching as far as you can and then dropping down. You can go the other direction, you can switch alternating if you get dizzy easily, but today we're staying with just the one side. One more time. Go to the other way, switch directions. Again. There you go. One more. To the top and release. Toes and knees are turned out. We're going into sunflower. Inhale up and plie, tailbone under, scoop those flowers up, reach the sky. Knees and toes stay out, so hips are open. They should be lined up with each other. And then your tailbone stays under, chest is lifted. There you go. Again. One more time. Release. Inhale up. You're going to sweep to the side. If you have to adjust your feet a little bit, go ahead. Bending at the right knee, shifting your weight to the right. Then you're going to sweep towards the center. Everything shifts to the center and then to the left. Coming up, we're going to stay that same direction. Good. Again, going as low as you can. Bend the knee. Our knees are meant to bend, so try to bend them before you just drop the chest and bend just in the hips. Switch directions. One more time. And to the top. Good. Toes are turned forward. Hands to the thighs, sliding down. And then walk your hands out. We're going into a wide stance downward dog. So fingers are spread. Heels are pushed down. Make sure your heel is in the hand, but you're distributing the weight into your fingertips too. And then shift your hips back as you press your chest down. Inhale. And exhale. Heels staying pressed down, legs are straight. Shifting your hips back. Walk your hands back. Good. You're going to turn to your right. So everything turns to the right. Feet turn. You're going into a runner's lunge. So toes are to the right. Hands on each side of your foot. You're going to lower the back knee and then back up again. So we're not going to the floor. It's not touching the floor. Just bend the knee and back up. One more. Coming up, hands come to your thighs. If you need to adjust your feet, go ahead so you don't lose your balance. We're going to go into sun salutes. You're going to lower your back knee, lifting the chest, reaching for the sky. Sun salute, inhale, exhale. There you go. Staying strong, you can lower down, you can open up the chest even further, but make sure you lift up first. Inhale, exhale. You're going to come up, you're going to lower your left foot to the floor. Going into warrior one, you're going to square off your hips, sinking through your tailbone, reaching for the sky. Your front knee is bent and lined up with your toes. Back leg is straight, pushing your heel into the floor. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Open to warrior two. One arm forward, one arm back. So you're opening up towards me. I want you to check your front knee or your right knee. Make sure it's still straight out. Shoulders and hips are stacked. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Reverse warrior. Right hand comes up, hinging to the right. Keep your legs right where they're at, swooping up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You're going to cartwheel your hands down. We're going to go into the half moon. So hands are on each side of your foot. You're going to keep your right knee bent to start with. Back foot comes halfway in and then lift up off the floor and line up with the body. Toes are pointed. And then straighten your right leg. And then open up if you wish. You can stay right here with both hands on the floor, or you could open up to the front. Ooh. You always have one side a little stronger than the other. Open up. Good. And lower your hand down. Lower your left foot to the floor. Then you're going to walk your hands around to the front. Toes turn to the front. Back into that downward dog. Walk your feet, hands out. Heels pushed into the floor, pressing your chest down and back. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and walk your hands back. Turn everything to the left. So we're going to do all that on the left side now. So you're going to go into that runner's lunge. So both sets of toes are pointed to the left. You're going into a runner's lunge. So you have a really wide stance there. Your heels off the floor. Drop the knee, but not to the floor, and come back up. Bend the knee, drop back up. Good. Bring that knee back up, hands to your thighs. We're gonna go into sun salute. If you need to bring your foot in a little bit, go ahead, but your back heel is off the floor. Sinking through your tailbone as you lift to the sky. Front knees straight forward with the toes. Sun salute, lift the chest, open to the sky. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Coming up, lower your back foot down. Back leg is straight, sinking down into warrior one. Extending that back leg. Again, front knee straight forward. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Open to warrior two. One arm forward, one arm back. So your hips and your chest are stacked and open towards me. And then check your front knee. If you need to, push that knee open. Open that hip so the knees and toes are lined up. There you go. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse warrior. Left palm up, hinging forward and then sweeping up. Right hand slides down, lifting the chest to the sky. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Cartwheel into starting part of the half moon. So your hands come to each side of your foot. Your left knee is still bent. You're going to bring your back foot, your right foot halfway in, and then lift up off the floor and have it be nice and straight with the body if you can. So everything's parallel with the floor as much as you can. And then straighten your left foot, or not your foot, your leg. And then you can stay right here if you'd like, where both hands are on the floor. Or if you want to open up, right hand comes up, and this one's my challenge side, so this might not be quite as graceful. So open up towards me, straightening your left leg. Good. Flexing your right foot. Inhale, exhale. Hands come back down. Big step back, bending the left knee, and then come back around to your downward dog. Toes are forward. Walk your hands out. Shift your hips back. Pressing your chest down and back. Heels pushed into the floor. See if you can go a little further into that pose this time. This is the third time you've done it, so you should be able to go deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back. Hands right below your head, dropping your head down. Keep your legs nice and straight. You're going to shift your hips side to side. It's like you're popping your hip off to one side and then switch. But make sure the legs stay nice and straight. Feel that stretch. Move through the hamstrings and the hips. Center. Then let your head drop down. Chin is tucked. Feel that through your spine. Shoulders let go. Arms soft. And then curl yourself up, vertebra by vertebra. Good. And then shake it out. There you go. You're doing a little bit of work through the shoulders. Arms down or out by your sides. Elbows relaxed. Just let the elbows release and then extend out. Release and extend. Get those shoulders warmed up a little more again. Inhale and exhale. Extend. Now rotate through the shoulder joints, so then palms will face up and then back to start. But I want you to rotate through the shoulder joint. The hands will follow instead of it being the hands rotation. Good. Inhale and exhale. Rotate, open up. Your thumbs are back if you can. And you're going to pulse back. It's a little movement. I'm going to turn so you can see. It's just a little movement. So feel this through the shoulders, especially in the back of the shoulders. Now pulsing up. Nice and long through those arms. Then you start to burn. Should be a good burn. Push through if you can. 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. Good. Okay. Arms out in front. We're going to alternate between pulling back with the elbows bent, reach out in front, and then you're going to go out wide, palms facing forward so your thumbs are up. Come back together. Pull back, and then out wide. So now we're getting into our upper back muscles. And we're still feeling that through the shoulders, but make sure the shoulders are away from the ears, nice long necks. We don't realize how much our shoulders start to go up here as we work them. Keep them down. One more each. And release, shake it out. Good. Okay, you're gonna take your right hand behind. Your left hand is gonna hook on your right arm, and then you're just going to pull across, so you're going towards the left side, stretching the right shoulder, and then your left ear is going to drop down to the shoulder. Feel that down the right side. Inhale release. Switch, grab a hold of your left arm, pull it across, and then right ear comes down to your shoulder. Feel that in the neck and shoulder, the left side. And release. Right arm comes across, pull across and pull in. Work through those fingers. Feel this in the shoulder and down into the hands. Bring your right hand to your right shoulder, lifting your elbow up and back. So lift first, then push back. Grab a hold of the elbow as you lift up and over. Keep your hips centered. So you're feeling this through the tricep, shoulder, and down into the rib cage. Knees are soft. Go ahead and twist, feel that in the back. Keep your hips right where they're at, so we're not twisting through the hips, just through the rib cage. Open back up and release. Left arm, pull across and in. And work through those fingers. Good. Bring your hand to your shoulder. Lift your elbow up and back. Feel that in the shoulder, tricep. And then up and over. Keep your hips centered. Feel that through the rib cage. Keep your hips right where they're at so they're facing me. Twist and look down. Inhale. Exhale. Open back up and release. Arms out wide. Fingers spread, hinging from the wrist. Pulling back. Keep your ears back so we're not straining the neck. We like to stick our chins out when we do an open stretch. Good. Pushing back. Fingers spread, hinge from those wrists. Feel that through the fingers, through the arm, into the chest and shoulders. And release. Shake it out. Good. We're going to go back to the hands, one finger at a time, to your palm. Try to keep your other fingers straight as much as you can. You'll have one or two fingers that might challenge you, but do the best you can. Okay, you're going to make a fist, tight fist stretch. Tight fist stretch. So you're working your fingers in both directions. Good. Open, palms down. Curl your fingertips like a cat. And then open back up, nice and quick. And then make a loose fist, rotate your wrist one direction. So doing these exercises a couple times a day is great to keep those fingers and wrists limber and strong. Good switch directions. And release, shake it out. Okay, with the feet hip width apart, you're going to spread your toes of your right foot, lift your heel up and push forward, and then switch. So alternating, I want you to stretch to the bottom of the foot through the toes. Inhale, feel it into the toes. If you have to re-spread the toes out, go ahead, and you can take it slower too if you need to. But the heel comes straight up and then pushes forward. One more each. Now with your right foot, toes under, circle it around. Nice and tall. Good. If you get a cramp, just pick up the foot, shake it out, and then go right back into it. Sometimes those cramps happen from a lack of something in your diet, like water or calcium or sodium, but also you might not be used to doing this exercise. This is kind of your first time. Switch directions. Sometimes it's just we don't realize how tight those muscles are until we start using them. Okay, switch feet, toes under, circle it out. And those are little tiny muscles in there, so it doesn't take much, but we forget to use them. Circle the other way. Inhale and exhale. And release, shake it out. Good. All right, we did it. Feet hip width apart. We're gonna go back into mountain pose. Palms open up, eyes gently closed. And just let everything go. Let your breathing slow down as your heart rate slows down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Nice and tall. Exhale, push away. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining my class. I hope you liked it. If you'd like notifications for my other classes, just click on that little picture of me and you'll get the notifications for free and the class for free too. So thank you again. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Come back again.